You probably do remember the fact that I did mention before I do have a soft spot for apology videos. Since, yeah, once again, I do think that they're worth doing since, you know, they can actually show that you are willing to change. But as I said before, yeah, I agree some apologies can indeed be terrible. Even apology posts as well, you could say. Which I definitely did encounter that. But officially, Elijah, congratulations. I guess you're happy, but like, you officially now, yeah, someone has now taken the throne for the worst apology of the year officially. That, of course, being the same guy I, of course, countered. But yeah, the good news is Constantine Han is finally leaving YouTube, which thank the Lord for goodness that Constantine Han is definitely leaving. Because, yeah, you can already tell that he was literally one of the worst users I've ever met, especially with what he has done. And yes, he did make an apology post, and let's just go over it to see, because let me just tell you, it is without out the worst apology I've seen in a year. Like, nobody can actually possibly beat this anyways. It's basically the fact that we are near the end of the year. So let's see what's going on. Hey, I have something to say. So I decided to quit YouTube today as my family members saw what I'd done. Yeah, you know what? Thank goodness, because yeah, obviously they would literally know that you literally raised a creep. So obviously, thank goodness they actually saw. Anyways, here's my apology to Emoji Marbles. I am sorry for you to make a video about me and what I have done along with me attacking you all because you were exposing for what I've done. Yeah, well, good. At least you're aware that I had a reason to expose you. But like even then, I should have asked you to make a CP picture out of Joe Universe 2008 and Blu-ray 2K8. Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious because like you're seriously wanting me to be. You want me to become a predator? Why would I want to purposely scar two of my online friends for life, anyways? Like the fact that you actually want me to actually become a predator is absolutely messed up. I gotta say. I honestly hope you can forgive me for everything I've done. Yeah, you really should believe, oh, it's not gonna work like that, okay? Like, forgiveness takes time, and it needs to be earned. But based off what you have done, especially considering the fact that you have done some really unforgivable, messed up shit, then obviously I'm never ever gonna forgive you. If you don't forgive me, I will cry and cut myself. Yeah, that's just really funny. Now, I understand that I sometimes do tend to feel your pain, but unlike you, I actually get exposed for some of the most stupidest shit. Meanwhile, I have every right to expose you, and everybody, of course, has the right to expose you. And yes, he also did this, so let's see. My apologies for Joey D. Joey, I am really sorry for wanting you to get married, just being 17 years old along with me, vandalizing your profile picture with me, and, yeah, I'm just not even gonna mention, because whatever hell you're doing is basically shit. I don't attack you and emoji for all because you exposed me for what I've done. Okay, so why'd you even attack us anyways? Because we have every right to expose you. My apology to Blu-ray 2K8. Blu-ray 2K8. I'm sorry for telling you tell Jerky on Dewey about my terrible actions of me hating you, Joey, just because you guys lived in Singapore. Yes, I'm not actually joking. This guy here actually hated on two certain people just because they lived in a certain country. Like, I guess you pretty much hate Singapore then, huh? Like, I don't even understand why you basically had to do that. Like, it's like saying, oh, I hate Nubis because he lives in Australia. But that doesn't mean, oh, I actually hate Australia in general. Like, why would I want to hate on certain people because they live in a country? Like, I don't hate Mr. Noob or Vinny because, you know, they live in Australia. I don't even hate some other channels, like, I don't hate Edo Yaxel because he lives in Austria. And I don't hate Abaddon Productions because he lives in Netherlands, technically. And yeah, you get the point. Like, why would I want to hate on people just because they're from a different country? You're pretty much just being racist, I gotta say. Oh, and when you for what you did. Yeah, well, it's really obvious that we're never going to forgive you whatsoever, because you've done some really messed up stuff. My apologies, Ricky, I want to apologize for you to having to make a video about my actions and make a comment about awful community posts, including having Blueberry to take a tell you what you. I feel very guilty about my actions right now. Yeah, you should have really thought about that twice. You're basically just like Saxon 2.0, I gotta say. But not even worse since, yeah, because I was actually there when I saw you actually done the messed up stuff since I heard Saxon about, you know, doing some stuff on Discord. But, like, that was before I even got Discord. I really hope you accept my apologies, otherwise I will hurt myself. We're obviously not gonna accept your apology, okay? Suicide's not even the answer anyways. I thought about it before I leave YouTube. Honestly, how everyone now has a huge room before being dyslexic. Yeah, that's a good reason anyways. I do also hope that I plan to get there so that I can become a better person. Yeah, well, let me just remind you, therapists are not magical fixes. It's based off if you want to change or not. Which, based off whatever you did, I can tell you're pretty much not gonna change. Finally, I do wish everyone would forgive me one day if there's a chance I could come back to— No! Please permanently kill YouTube! You have done some really nuts— Anyways, I gotta say, you have done really messed up. Plus, my final goodbyes, everybody. Hey, this is my final post before I leave the channel forever. That is, I forgot to mention my apology to Jake and Delphi. I could do it because I have oh my god, ADHD is not really an excuse, okay? Like, yes, ADHD can, of course, cause people to do some bad stuff, which is understandable. But, like, whatever you did is not ADHD stuff at all. So, like, that's not really an excuse at all. Plus, another reason why I'm leaving it because I'm— So you admitted that you want to avoid YouTube just to avoid hate. This reminds me of a Meowscess moment. But, you know what, for the best anyway, since Meowscess is at least not a predator, Because, wow, you on the other hand is indeed a predator. You have done really messed up stuff, and definitely for the best that you definitely quit YouTube. But yeah, you can definitely tell I am indeed happy that this guy here has finally quit YouTube. Like, literally, he was of course a living nightmare to deal with. I actually thought when he voted in my top 50 All-Stars contest, I actually thought that he would actually be a cool person to hang around. But after what he did, when he discovered my video where I trans Alex began to yell, oh my god, he has definitely turned out to be very worse, I gotta say. So yeah, definitely for the best. Thank goodness that this guy here is quitting YouTube, I gotta say. Something that Elijah should also take notes, I gotta say. I mean, he is currently taking a year hiatus, but whatever, I guess. It's, as long as he's not on the internet, I guess he cannot do any harm. But yeah, overall, Kanzi Hong, I am without, I'm never gonna forgive you. And also, don't you dare actually try to fake, oh, you're gonna commit suicide. Because, like, I get it now, you have some issues. But here's the thing, though, unlike me, you actually deserve to be called out for all the terrible stuff you've done. You were being a creep to us, you even called some of me, and even some of my friends, including some that are literal minors, and even people that I don't support, but I still find it disgusting how you find them hot. You literally stated that you find them hot, which is absolutely messed up. Like, honestly, it's Kanzi Hong, no wonder why your family has exposed you. Because you're basically just a lost cause. You're better off being in jail, as I said before in the first video I made on you anyways. Especially since the fact that you actually want me to engage in some predator things. That is really messed up. And then when you also say stuff like this guy here clearly has never heard of an accent, I gotta say. British people obviously sound odd, and that's because of their accent. What do you expect? But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna end the video right here. At least I am done with Kanzi Hong, I guess. So hopefully I don't have to worry about him anymore. So bye, I guess. And let me just go back to my plan, I guess.